experience? Well, one thing I'm aware of sitting here beside you is it's been a great, what I'll call intergenerational experience, because we are different generations, and I've really appreciated hearing your viewpoints and maybe, hopefully, you know, some of our insights or experience has been shared with you. And
Absolutely.
I don't always meet younger people.
Yeah.
I've really valued that. How about you?
I really agree with that. I think there's been immense power for me in seeing women who are older and have potentially been through the battles that I'm facing now and come out the other side with such insight and wisdom. And it's a really unique opportunity to kind of witness that and hold that and then imbibe it within myself. But I think for me I think what's been most difficult and transformative has been the processing that has been able to happen because of the length of time. So I came in really terrified, actually, of spending time, such intense period of time with women, only women. It's something I've been scared of most of my life, and yet I really wanted to embrace that. And so, in a way, being forced out of my comfort zone in a really beautiful way I've had to really overcome some hurdles, come out the other side, and it feels like there's been a continuous ebb and flow of that feeling of being potentially triggered and then working through that. And so today, on my last day, I feel like a different person. And although I'm not a different person, I feel like what I've really learned is it has to now be taken into my life, and I'm really hoping will change the way that I view my experiences with other women, I guess. And I think, like you said, that can only almost happen with the diversity, with the women younger who maybe haven't mothered, who haven't birthed, and then the women who have come out the other side of that, who've done it all, and then, you know, postmenopausally even, and the wisdom of that sharing is so unique and so special. So I really echo what you said there.
It feels a bit like we've created a village, or how I imagine villages might have been, where you get all the different ages and groups, and we've sung together, we've danced together, we've celebrated, we've had ceremony. We've done really important things. I think there's been a lot of letting go, there's been a lot of absorbing, and just having had this shared experience that doesn't really sort of happen, I don't think, much out there, you know, that we would all meet, because we tend to a bit stay with our own people, as it were. So I've appreciated that, and I've just appreciated being in this women's environment. It's something that's been a huge part of my life, and something in me relaxes when I'm with a group of women, because we all understand what we've all been through and the pressures that we live with and so on in different ways through our lives, and I've had a lot of fun.
It's interesting those points that you've made, because a lot of them feel quite peculiar to me initially. You know, hearing safety, hearing joy and fun and singing and dancing, these are all things which are deeply difficult for me, because they're things that I haven't allowed myself to feel, and I would never, ever in my life have put myself into a situation willingly if this wasn't facilitated. It's like being called to do something that you're not comfortable with has been really difficult, and it's taken time. The first singing round, I didn't even open my mouth. I couldn't say anything. I didn't want to hear my voice. And then by the next time I did, and then by the last night, it was like, this is really fun. And something like dancing, which I've always longed for. I've watched other people in my life dancing, and I felt like this sadness that I can't have that in myself. And then Rosie doing the biodanza, and I'm going to pretend I can't remember how it felt in a way, because it feels scary to remember that I did it. But I did it, and I feel, yeah, there's like a bubbling thing inside me which is like, oh, I could take that out now, and I could maybe do it, maybe by myself at first, but slowly, and there's been the rituals really create that, they facilitate that growth that I don't know if we could do by ourselves.
Well, I've really loved watching the transformation, you know, because I was just saying to someone, I remember Lucina the first day, and she looked like you know, a bit reserved. It's been a brave choice for quite a lot of you to come. And she was just had this lovely beam on her face by the coffee machine, and I just could see transformation had happened here, you know, and you've made the choice to come, however difficult it is. So you've got that now in your back pocket always, hopefully, and all this experience. Because it's not just what happens here, is it? I think, like you say, people have pushed themselves a bit and maybe gone a little bit beyond the comfort zone here. But you know you've done it now. So when you go back out into the world,
Yeah,
you've always got this.
absolutely. And I think there's like a common sort of misconception that all women that come are vibrant, healed women, and really, really witnessing their breaking down of their barriers and their vulnerabilities. It really allows you to become vulnerable in that space, and I think that has been one of probably the most profound takeaways, is like, wow, I thought you were fine and I've witnessed you not being fine, and we can all be that together.
I think the thing as well I've appreciated is that we've gone deep and we've also played a lot.
Yeah.
And I think the play has been as healing as some of the deeper conversations.
I never would have thought I'd do stick fighting.
For example,
play fighting.
I didn't do that. But you know, you can dip in and out. All these things are choices that you do here. You could stay in your tent for the whole time if you wanted to, but I don't think anybody chose to do that.
That's what I thought I wanted to do.
Exactly.
I came to stay in my tent.
And look what happened. How are we doing?